You know Bellingham, you know Endrick, you know Lamine Yamal, but what if I told you the next generation of stars are names you've never even heard? From the streets of Lagos to training grounds in Ireland. These are the raw, underrated Wonderkids about to explode. No hype, just ballers lighting up youth football in 2025. Welcome to Talent Radar. And this is the top 10 young Wonderkids you've never heard of. Stick around till the end, because our number one is already drawing comparisons to Europe's elite. Number 10, Cathal O'Sullivan. One of the most technically gifted Irish midfielders of his age. O'Sullivan has been turning heads in Cork City's youth ranks and recently with Ireland's U17s. Calm under pressure, he plays like he's always 2 steps ahead. The sharp first touch and a low centre of gravity that lets him glide past challenges. He has been a standout this year for Cork City in the League of Ireland, and if his development stays on track, expect English clubs to come calling soon. Number 9, Igor Tyjon. This one's moving fast. Blackburn Rovers midfielder Igor Tyjon is on the verge of a £1 million move to Arsenal, and if you haven't heard his name before, now's the time to take notice. Tyjon is a left-footed, press-resistant midfielder who thrives in deeper areas. He's calm in possession, tidy on the ball, and rarely makes mistakes. A controller, not a showman. After initially representing Poland at U16 level, he's now part of England's U17 setup, and that switch is already paying off. He's grown into a consistent performer at international level. Arsenal's interest makes sense. He fits the club's model of smart, technically secure midfielders. He's not a headline name yet, but don't be surprised if he starts popping up in their U21s soon. A £1 million move before your 18th birthday? That's a sign of serious potential. At number 8, Ervin Torres, a sharp midfield operator coming out of Austin FC's growing youth setup. Torres isn't a flashy name yet, but those who've watched MLS Next Pro know his game. Composed in tight spaces, slick first touch, and surprisingly strong in the challenge. At just 17, he's already making waves in the US youth circuit, and with Austin FC giving more academy chances than ever, don't be shocked if he breaks through soon. At number 7, Keiran Morrison, the creative spark at Liverpool's U18 level. Originally in Manchester United's system, Morrison made the switch to the red side of Merseyside and hasn't looked back. He's an advanced midfielder with real vision, sharp turns, and a left foot that opens up defences. He can score, assist, and dictate play in the final third. Still flying under the radar compared to other Liverpool talents, but make no mistake, this lad has big upside. At number 6, it's Justin Oboavwoduo, a dynamic forward from Manchester City's academy who's starting to turn heads with his clinical edge. Oboavwoduo plays across the front line, but is most dangerous coming in off the right. He's rapid, strong in transition, and has a ruthless streak in front of goal, something not always common in young City attackers. He's already featured in the UEFA Youth League and England U17s, and his physicality combined with sharp movement makes him a nightmare to track in the box. In a stacked academy like City's, it's tough to break through, but Oboavwoduo has the profile to do it. or make a big move elsewhere to get minutes. One to seriously watch in the next 18 months. Number 5. Leo Sauer. The Slovak winger is currently on loan at NAC Breda from Feyenoord, and he's making serious noise. A direct left-footed winger with flair and great acceleration, Sauer plays with no fear. He's already made his Eredivisie debut at 17.
Clear Feyenoord sees long-term value in him. Want to watch if you're into fearless wide men who go to defenders.
At number 4, Jan Faberski, a Polish winger who's now developing at Ajax's world-famous youth academy. Quick, inventive, and confident. 1 versus 1, Faberski made the jump from Poland to the Netherlands and is already starting to thrive. Ajax is the perfect place for a technically gifted wide player to evolve, and his intelligence off the ball is just as impressive as his flair on it. Now here's a wild card at number 3. Favour Aputaziem, a goalkeeper out of Nigeria's Beyond Limits Football Academy, which has been quietly building one of the best youth setups in Africa. Favour is tall, commanding, and fearless in one-on-one situations. His reflexes stand out in a big way, and he's already attracted overseas interest. Could be one of the next breakout African keepers if he gets the right move. At number 2, we've got Lawrence Wong, a seriously underrated gem from Australia, developing in the Melbourne City Academy. He's not a name you'll see trending on social media yet, but scouts across Asia and Europe are starting to pay attention. Wong plays as central or slightly advanced midfielder, calm in tight areas, sharp at picking out passing lanes and always scanning for the next move. His spatial awareness is what stands out most. He knows where he is on the pitch and where his teammates are at all times. That makes him a superb link-up player. At youth international level, he's represented Australia at U17 and U18, and he's already training with Melbourne City's senior squad. What's exciting is his football IQ. He doesn't rush, doesn't panic, and knows when to drive forward or recycle possession. Think of a mix between Aaron Mui and someone like Pedri, technically clean, tactically sharp. If he continues this trajectory, a move to Europe in the next year or two isn't out of the question. Definitely one of the most exciting Aussie midfielders you've probably never heard of. At number 1 is Honest Ahanor, an explosive left-back playing for Genoa's academy. Born in Italy with Nigerian roots, he's eligible for both countries and making a big impression. Ahanor is quick, aggressive and technically sharp, offering real threat going forward while staying defensively solid. He's shown leadership, versatility and maturity beyond his age. With Serie A known for producing elite defenders, don't be surprised if Honest Ahanor becomes a breakout star for club and country.